I'm going to do a little video here from home. So Curtis and I were at the sale. Actually did a video on the way home, but the windshield wipers were on and all you could hear was the windshield wipers. So I opted to do it again. So I looked at the sale today and honestly, I was a little underwhelmed. To be honest, a little bit underwhelmed. You know, there was a lot of horses that were small, a lot of horses that were crooked, offset. And I knew this would happen. There was some really, really good looking horses also. And I know a lot of you were looking for me to go down there and look at Stonebridge Simba's sister, and I would be wowed by her. I liked her. I think the one problem is she's going to bring more money than I'm willing to pay for her. And I'll give you a hard line on her because she's one of the few horses we actually like in day one. I had a top 10 list. I had about 20 horses left here, 21 maybe. 6 of them are in the first day. 7 of them are in the first day. And of the 7, there were some okay horses. But the 3 that I really, really love are in day 2. And all of my top 10 come in day number 2. So I'm going to go through these horses. They start at number 19, who's a chestnut horse. So we're going to start at number 19, and that's the first horse I looked at that I liked. We're going to give them numerical order. And if you see any horses you like in here, send me an email or a text message. I have a top 3. I have 3 horses I love. I absolutely love in this sale. As good as 3 horses that I've seen all year in any of the sales we've been in. Of course, we're going to have pros and cons and good things and bad things that we like about all the horses. But I'm going to give you a little run through of all the horses I like today, and especially my top 3. But to get my top 3, you're going to have to email me. You're going to have to call me. You can't just give that out. Can't risk it. And Amy's going to just watch Snapchat until I smash her phone into 100 pieces. So, anyway, we're going to start at number 19. Number 19 is a good-looking chestnut filly. Chestnut, I said it. A good-looking chestnut filly. Her name is Ginger Snaps. Ginger Snaps is royalty for life filly. This is the first foal. You'll see all these videos too. Curtis has them set up in a playlist so you can just watch them all. This is a first foal out of an Angus Hall mare. First flower, if I'm not mistaken, Donald DuPont raced first flower. I could be wrong. But the second dam, Elena, made $414,000 by San Pellegrino and took a mark of 157 as a 2-year-old. It's pretty good. Alacrity, Kantaka's in the second dam. Elena, 6 points on the third dam. It's a good-looking filly. I'm not a big chestnut. I'm not a big ginger lover. I'm not a big chestnut fan by any stretch of the imagination. But, again, when you're looking at hard lines and price points, if Ginger Snaps went for less than what I think she will, she would be a worthwhile horse, I believe, to be picking up. Just she's put together really well, got a sharp-looking head on her. But again, I think a lot of these horses, honestly, are just going to go for too much money. They're going to bring too much money, and I don't think that it'll be worth our while to pick them up. So Ginger Snaps at the right price, any of these horses at the right price, would be a welcome addition to TheStable.ca for certain. 3 in particular we'll get to later on. No, I'm not going to get to them. You're going to have to email me for them. Next is Simba's sister, number 24. This is a muscle mass filly. She's a little bigger right now than Stonebridge Simba. A little tiny bit toed in, but so is he. And a good-looking filly in her own right. My only problem is I really believe, again, this is a horse that's going to bring more money than I think she's worth. I don't mind the filly. There was nothing really wrong with her. She was a medium to good-sized filly. As I said, bigger than Simba was last year, or even this time right now. She's a bigger filly than him. That was number 24, Stonebridge Excel. Moving on to number 28. This is a horse we can't possibly afford. This is a Cadabra and an absolute gorgeous colt. He's huge. A big, big, big boy. This is a second dam out of a muscle mass filly. I'm a munchy girl, and she is also the sister to Image Control, who is the dam of Pure Ivory. So Pure Ivory's down in that second dam. Don't get to see a third dam because there's so much written on Pure Ivory in the second dam, and the game plan, her brother, that takes up the whole page. So Spun from Magic, number 28. Good-looking horse. I would suggest possibly no possible way on earth we could afford this horse, and he will be an overbought, oversold horse. Next is a horse that I thought was a good-looking filly. This was a Bettor's Delight filly out of a smaller farm, Century Springs Farm in Gorey, Ontario. Is that right? Gorey, Ontario. I don't even know what that is. Century Springs Farm in Gorey, Ontario. This is a first foal out of a Camluck mare. The second dam has a horse named Samadar, who took a 2-year-old mark of 55, 3-year-old mark of 153 and won, a 4-year-old mark of 150 and 4, en route to a $500,000 being earned by American Ideal. There's also a horse in there called Manhart. He took a mark of 148 and 4, and if I'm right, made $300,000. Global Scale and Fine Art Mindale down on the third dam. This is a good-looking filly. Certainly nothing wrong with this filly. A little small, but a Bettor's Delight. We talked about that. All the Bettor's Delights, all the expensive ones also in Lexington were small. This is a well-raised, good-looking filly. It's very straight, very correct. Absolutely no problems there. Number 36, Century Goddess. Now we go to number 55. Number 55 is Stonebridge Bonbon. A little bit toed out. Still like this horse a lot. I already have a hard line price point right there on the screen. The second dam is the dam of And Away We Go. You see this Peach Dolce and French Laundry and Away We Go and the Creamy Mimi. They're all showing up on pedigrees all over North America. This is a first foal out of a sister to the dam of Creamy Mimi, who, as Freddie would say, this pine chip. Got a pine chip in that blood. Good-looking horse. But again, just an average good-looking horse. Number 55, Stonebridge Bonbon. Then we go to number 59, I believe. Number 59 is I get this mark wrong. This is an Archangel Colt. Pulled this horse out of the stall, and I'm like, the Archangels aren't put together great all the time. So far, we hadn't seen a lot. Now, granted, I'm getting to number 55, and I found 4 that I like. So I'm a little pessimistic at this point. But I pulled on one knee out of the stall. It's a good-looking horse. I don't see any horses jumping off the page at me, but there's a lot of money there. There's a lot of decent marks there. And first and foremost, and most importantly, On One Knee is just a good-looking horse. So this is a colt by Archangel called On One Knee. Jump all the way over to number 92, the last horse in the first day that we find interesting. Just want to see what day this is over. Can't remember what day they start. Number 92, this horse is an Angus Hall. This is a horse I really like, coming out of Preferred Equine from Glengate Farms, out of Linda Goldstein. Second dam is Reckon I'm Ready, Jackie Goldstein. Third, nothing jumps off the page. Again, just a really good-looking horse here, well put together, stands very correct. A horse that I thought was good, but you'll notice in my video, a little crazy. Usually I like the ones that are bouncing around and are a little crazy, but the Angus Halls, woohoo, careful. Those ones can get really hot and really out of control, and they don't come back to you very often. So 92, I'm a little concerned. Now, give her some credit. It's her first time probably off the farm. She's in a setting where there's a million people around and a lot of horses, so she was a little wound. But there would have to be a lot of value involved in this for me to jump right in. She's not a giant filly, just an average-sized filly. I like lots about her. There's a few things that scare me about her, too. So the only thing that'll remedy that, obviously, is the price. Next, number 115, this horse I really, really like, Canadian Titan. This is an EL Titan filly coming from Aramosa Meadows. Where that is, Aramosa Meadows in Rockwood. This out of the Preferred Equine consignment. Now this horse, another one, not a ton jumping off the page. Second foal out of the mare. Shellmark Twiggy, Twiggy's Twig. Caesar's in the third dam. So there's some breeding there. Caesar was a great horse when I moved up here. I loved watching that horse race. But this horse I really, really like, and I thought had a lot of upside. A lot of good looks today. A couple of times I took this horse out of the stall, and I really liked what I saw both times. So number 115, Canadian Titan, is a horse we're keeping an eye on. Number 123, Warwee Vulcan, another horse. Great video, good family. Look down again. You see that Andover Hall and Angus Hall down on the third dam. That is everywhere, everywhere in all the sale books. Morami is in the second dam. And British Steel, I watched this horse race. He was okay. Cadabra Colt. This will be the third horse out of this mare, and a good-looking filly. So 123, Warwee Vulcan is one that I also liked. Number 126, 126, Ripped and Ready. This is a muscle mass from Preferred Equine. Hamstand Farm. Oh, Russell. Oh, I remember this horse. It's a good-looking horse also. Down in the third dam, you see Cajun Man. I see a lot of that, especially in Canada. A lot of that pedigree shows up. A good average-sized horse. Again, I thought there was some value to be in play here before we get too excited, but a muscle mass colt that absolutely looks good. Nothing flashy about him. Again, I'm used to seeing these pedigrees, so it's not like they're special or anything, but when you look at Kuhlman First made $300,000. This is a mare. I had one of the foals in this pedigree, the first family, and this horse had some OCDs, and they ended up taking the horse back. I was training the horse for somebody, and they took the horse back, and really, I don't know what ever happened to it after that. Never made a lot of money. It was a man of many missions. But this is not a man of many missions. This is a muscle mass, and it looks good. Number 126, Ripped and Ready. Number 136. Now, this is a horse, you'll see in my video, this is a horse got a sway back. So this horse's back, there's a bump on its back, and it almost looks like he has a saddle on, or you could put a saddle right on the horse. And obviously, it's an affliction, an ailment that people would say, but I've never ever heard somebody say he didn't make it because he had a sway back, or he wasn't good because he had a sway back. It's very rare, but at the same time, just go back and look at the video. That's all I did. Horse looks extremely comfortable, extremely fluid, got a great gait in the field. So I just don't see it being a big deal. I do see it costing the breeder a lot of money because it's an EL Titan that's well bred, and I think there's some value in saying that alone. A horse worth taking a serious look at because a lot of people aren't going to, and I personally don't have any issue with what's going on with number 136, Anteros. Anteros, is that his name? Yeah, Anteros. Number 139, skipping over a little bit, number 139, Larry Just Larry. This was a big, tall colt by Royalty for Life. Now, wasn't a colt that I would say was fantastic. A little frail, but a very, very good-looking horse in his own right. Long, tall, so it's hard to put weight on a yearling when they're that tall and long. Just a good-looking horse. Again, I have a hardline price point put on this horse also, but certainly don't have any issues with Larry Just Larry at all. Number 139 is a horse I thought looked very, very good. We skip over 3 more to number 142, and this is Enjoyin' My Life, another Royalty for Life filly, half-sister to Lady Dynamite. This is a pretty good family, really good family, and she looks really, really good. Again, all these horses I think have videos done of them. If they haven't, they should. There was a couple in here that were late additions to my list. So number 142, Enjoyin' My Life, stands correct, good size, just a good-looking filly all along. I'm a little curious to see how the Royalty for Lives are going to be received. Now, there's been some grumblings and some people that said they didn't like them. Obviously, we had one that we did very much like, and I thought very highly of her, and I still do. So for me, I'm not that concerned with the Royalty for Lives at all, and certainly like what I saw in number 142, Enjoyin' My Life. Number 151, this is one of our other horses I really, really like. This is a muscle mass called Ripley Muscles. This is a brother to Totally Ripped and Sam Hayes, McCall Magics in the second dam. Really like the look of this. Really like the look of this filly. She looked sharp in her video. She looked good, nice and fluid, nice gait. All the muscle masses got nice gait, and just like everything about her. So Ripley Muscles, number 151, is one that I also thought was a really, really nice horse. Skipping over to 172, this is a horse I had out of the stall at least 3 times today. J.R. Miracle Mass. And this is a horse from Century Springs. Again, they didn't raise this horse, but they did consign it. And J.S. Miracle Mass, a horse that I thought was really, really good looking. I had it out a couple of times. Looking on its program, there's some nice breeding there. Both young horse, first foal, second dam's a little weak, third dam strong. I see the mother of Hanover in there. And then you V8 and all those horses in the fourth dam. Again, no standouts, but a horse that I thought very, very highly of. I pulled this horse out a couple of times today and was happier every time I pulled it out. So 172 JS Miracle Mass, definitely a horse I'm looking at. Another couple of muscle masses coming at you. 189. 189 is Mass Legacy. All I have written for this horse is a giant money sign. I think this horse is going to bring a lot of money, maybe more than we're willing to pay for this colt. But Mass Legacy is definitely a good-looking horse. I see Mass Balance in the first dam, Village Advocate in the second dam, some old blood, lots of money and lots of speed in this family. I really like number 189, also Mass Legacy. Just simply worried that he might go for a little more money than we're willing to shell out. Jumping over a little bit to number 196. 196 is Mona or Moana, I don't know. Tara Hills Farm. Again, you're going to see on the front dam a couple of horses. Credit Overs racing right now, but Credit Winner. This is the second living foal. Oh, so there's only one other one. Second living foal. The youngest foal took a mark of 158 as a 3-year-old on a half-mile track in New York. Look down in the second dam, a couple of mares like this. A couple of sisters selling foals in here. This is another one. Second dam is a dam of pure ivory, and the game plan of that breed, of that line of the horses in this sale, this was the one I liked the most of those 3, I believe, had pure ivory in the second dam. I really like what I saw in Mona. Thought this was a good-looking horse, and I have a hardline price point put on there for number 196 also. Moving over a little bit is number 203. I think this is one of our first pacers of the day. Number 203, Stonebridge Ponder. This is a bettor's delight. Man, I really like what I saw in this colt, both in his video, on his page. We bid on a horse with Pet Rock in the second dam. I don't know if we got that horse. It's bothering me now. But this is a good-looking colt. He's had 3 brothers or sisters, Mach 3, Camluck, all kind of present and okay. This is a bettor's delight, and I don't know if he's going to shine through, but wow. It's a good-looking colt. I would say, looking at all the bettor's delights that we saw, better than average. Better than average size-wise. Really like what I saw in number 203. 203, Stonebridge Ponder. Then we move over to number 209. 209 is He's Watching. He's Watching from Stonebridge Farms also. Like what I saw on this horse. I have a hardline price point on him. This He's Watching sold very, very well in Lexington, and I expect they'll sell well in London on the weekend also. So number 209, Stonebridge Token. Thought lots of this horse, had him out a couple of times also, and good-looking horse by He's Watching. Only a few more. Number 226. I know this horse, and I reference a little scar in his right hind leg in its video. Nothing at all. Cosmetic. Royalty for Life. This horse we might find some value in, depending on how the Royalty for Lives are received over the weekend in London. This horse got a tiny scar in its right hind. It's very decently bred, touchdown toss. Undercover Strike is in the second dam, so it's out of a second foal out of a sistered Undercover Strike by Royalty for Life. I like what I saw on this horse also. So for me, I'm certainly not shying away and like very much what I saw in number 226. Moving on to number 247. Number 247, Time After Time. This is a wheeling and dealing. I saw a couple of them. They looked awful. This one looked good. It's a good-looking filly. Not big, but big compared to the ones that I saw. There was a lot of smaller horses there. And Time After Time, this wheeling and dealing filly was about perfectly sized. A nice medium-sized filly. Nice video. Stands correct. A sister to Muscle Matters. Nice family, nice filly. Pretty hard not to be excited about this horse, depending on what they think of the wheeling and dealings. I have a price point on this horse. I might even come in a little bit heavy on this horse also. So number 247, Time After Time. 2 left. 257. Number 257 is War We Vicky. I wrote Steel beside this filly, but I don't think she's going to sneak by anybody. This filly's gorgeous. Second dam, Alley Hall. Threw a lot of nice horses and was a fantastic mare in her own right. Down in the third dam's Amigo Hall. We had some luck with that bloodline in the last couple of years. So War We Vicky's a horse I like. I like the bloodline. I like the horse. I like the video. Pretty hard not to be too impressed with War We Vicky. And last and not least is a bit of a flyer. Number 261, Zeb's Sunshine. Sunshine Beach Colt. This is a brother to Semi-Automatic who somehow ended up making exactly $200,000. I don't know how you do that. This is also brother Maximilian. Look down in the second dam, just the second dam. You have In Vitro and Big Time Ball. 2 horses between the pair of them made $4 million. One took a mark of 150, the other one 48 apiece. So a very strong family there, coming from a weak farm. Nobody's really going to pay much attention to this horse. The video didn't come in till late. It looks like it was shot in a war zone, maybe. It was not a Steven Spielberg production, as Curtis said. So, Zeb Sunshine is a horse. Going to take a serious look at this. We're maybe not done with the Sunshine Beaches. Might have to double down on them. We had a good year with them. I like them. A lot of people don't. This horse might be a horse just for us. Number 261, Zeb's Sunshine. So that's it. That's the London sale. I don't know how many that was. I'm going to say 21, 22. Of the 22, there's 10. I like 3. Just 3 I would love to have. So if you're interested in partnering with us, if you're interested in knowing who those 3 are, you want to look at the videos. If they're not on there, you can look at them on the app. You can follow us at the sale in real time also. Feel free to send me a message, text message, phone call, email. Let me know if you have any interest in the horses I just went through, and I'll let you know who my top 3 are and what my price points are. Anyway, for me, it's getting a little bit late. Curtis is at home editing your videos. They'll be up around 11:30, and you will have a look at it all. An email from me, this video, and all the videos coming up. Going to be a long weekend. We still got Sunshine's Finest in the Super Final tomorrow. We have Time Tulo in the Super Final tomorrow. We have Lincoln James is racing tomorrow. I'm on my way to Ohio. Steve Palermo and Amy are going to be in charge of bidding on day 1, although I only see 6 that I even was interested in on day 1. None that really are musts and have-tos. I'm going across the border. One of my last times of the year. Just this time, the Breeders' Crown next week, the week after in Harrisburg. That should be it for my trips. Maybe Indiana across the border. So tomorrow I'll be in the $60,000 consolation with West 52nd. So, catch you guys soon. We'll talk about the sale on the weekend. We'll talk about Saturday. We'll talk about Sunday. I'll give you a roundup after Saturday. We got a lot going on, and all 3 that I really love are coming up on day 2 in London. Day 1 starts tomorrow at noon. Take care.